The purpose of life. Have you ever asked yourself that question? About 15 years ago, I asked that question of myself. What am I doing here? What is my purpose in life? I meditated on this. I asked the universe. I prayed about this. For months. Months went by, and I found myself traveling to Mongolia. And oftentimes when I would travel to a third world country, I would seek out an orphanage, and I would bring all kinds of little useful things, pens, paper, batteries. And my guide in Mongolia found this girls' orphanage, about 20 girls, all under 12. And they all came up to me in their very best English. Thank you very much, and welcome to our country. I didn't think much of it because I did it all the time. So when I got home from Mongolia, I discovered I came home with $200 of Mongolian money. And I soon learned that Mongolian money is absolutely useless outside of the country of Mongolia. I thought I was just going to go to the bank and they're going to give me American money. So I'm thinking to myself, what should I do with this money? I mean, a Mongolian family could live off of this for months, possibly even years. I befriended an Englishman when I was over there. He was an engineer who went to Mongolia often, and he had a Mongolian girlfriend that I met when I was there. I emailed him, and I asked him, I said, what I'd like to ask you to do is have your girlfriend go to this specific orphanage, have the children make out a list of what they want for Christmas, take that money and buy them absolutely everything that they want, and if you need more money, I'll send it to you. I wanted him to get dressed up like Santa Claus. He didn't go that far for me, but he did do this, and it made me feel really good. About 6 months later, I have this distant uncle who I'd heard of, but I'd never met him. He lived in Cape Town, South Africa, and he was on an around-the-world tour, and he stopped in San Francisco for one night, and he took me to dinner. He told me about how his wife had started this orphanage in Cape Town, South Africa. The bells and whistles were going off for me. I said, I'm going there, and I'm going to dress up like Santa Claus, and I'm going to bring these children Christmas. So some time went by, and I emailed him. I wanted to prepare myself. What do the children want? And he sends me this list of what the orphanage needs. Linens, medication, clothes. He didn't even touch on the toys, the thing that I really, really wanted to do. I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I don't have this kind of money. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to figure this out. So I proceeded to tell absolutely everyone my story. Anyone who would listen to me. I was in Sausalito one night with my girlfriends. And I was telling this woman at the bar my story. Turns out she was a reporter for the newspaper. She says, tell you what I'm going to do, Sylvia. I'm going to do a story on you. And we're going to do a fundraiser. And we're going to raise the money for you to do this. And we threw just the most amazing fundraiser, 2 bands and silent auction. We raised over $2,000. We had enough money for that orphanage and 10 other orphanages over 10 years in 5 different continents. And I learned something. I learned that children want the same thing all over the world. Boys want cars and girls want dolls. I also learned by the time I made it to Brazil that I needed to recruit elves. I needed translators. I don't speak Portuguese in Brazil. I needed someone to help me speak Burmese when I was in Myanmar. I also learned, I was in Morocco at this boys' orphanage, and I happened to be there in October during the Muslim Thanksgiving, and it was tradition that you bring children gifts. One of the purposes I learned about my life was how I inspired the people that helped me, the bellboys, the friends that I met in these countries that helped me organize the orphanage when I went there. They go back every single year to these orphanages. Gives me chills to think about it. They go back and they bring Christmas to these children every single year. I invite every single one of you to ask the universe, what is your purpose